Hello and welcome, thank you for joining. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to put together our charity mask die. So just a bit about the mask die to start with. A portion of the money that you pay towards each one of these dies in the UK is going to go to one of our chosen charities. In fact, two of our chosen charities. We've got Action Against Hunger and we've got the Trussell Trust, and both of these kind of organise a network of food banks across the UK. So what a brilliant charity. Over in the US we have Feed the Children, and that's $10 from each sale is going towards that. So in the UK we've got $11 from each sale is going to be split between those two charities, and in the US we've got $10. And when we're talking euros, it's the same charities as the US. It's about €12.50 euros. So on to the make. Here are the dies when they're put together. Now these are lovely. You can choose your own fabric to go on these dies, or any fabric you've got at home. Even if it was an old t-shirt or just anything, an old pair of curtains, you can cut it with one of those Bigz dies and you're going to be able to make one of these masks out of it. So we have a small, a medium and a large mask. So we've got every mask to fit your face. So let me go on to how to assemble the die. What we're going to do first, you're going to take your chosen material and you're going to cut two shapes from your chosen material, like we have here, and then another material that you want for your inner mask lining is going to be cut. So that's two of those as well. And we're going to start by, so I'm going to be talking about the right side now. So the right side, when we're talking about fabric, is going to be the side that you want people to be able to see. So that's going to be the side on the outside of your mask that's going to be exposed. So we're going to put the right sides together. Now on this fabric, I can see this is a bit better quality than this. So this must be the right side, and we're going to put this back to back with the right side of that. So the right sides are facing each other. Now you can do the same thing with your liner. Obviously it doesn't matter as much with the inner lining because no one's going to see that, but if you want it to look nice on the inside as well, just do the same things. You're going to put the right side facing the right side, layer them up like so. So on to the next stage. The next stage, you are going to either hand stitch. If you're hand stitching, you should do a back stitch as well to make it a bit more sturdy. Or you can machine stitch this along this arc, this larger arc of the mask there, on both sides here. So we've got on the inner lining and on the outer there. Now, the reason that we're stitching on this side is because now we can turn these masks inside out like so, so you can't see that inner seam there. So that's how we're going to make it look really nice and neat on the outside. You can do the same thing with the lining, and then we're going to put them together. In fact, I won't turn this one inside out. So we're going to put these together so that they line up. Fantastic. Now, the next stage. So we at some point we're also going to cut these pieces of elastic. These are going to be the bits that go around your ear to hold the mask on. So just make sure that you cut enough so that when we layer the elastic within your mask like this, it's going to be nice and tight around your ear. Or maybe a bead on here. If you put that through, that's going to act as something that can tighten it. If you just put a bead, put this through a bead and then tie a knot in the end. Okay? So the next part, you're going to make sure that all these sides line up. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn in each piece of fabric. So the edge along here, we're going to turn it in like this. So this side would be turned this way, and this side will be turned this way, and we're going to make them meet up like this all the way along. And you can get a really nice turn if you just use an iron or a press and just go along here, and that'll give you that crease to make it easier to sew. Once you've got them turned in like this, you want to pin them in place ready for stitching. So if I look at this one here, this is this step. we've pinned them in place like this just by inserting a pin through there to hold them together. And then we're ready to stitch. So as you can see on mine here, we've stitched all the way around here and just stopped short here of where it's pinned. So I'd just be taking this pin out and then stitching along this side. Now this is where we have laying the elastic in here. You're just going to stitch straight over the elastic, so that means it's going to be nice and sturdy and attached. And that's about it. So really nice and simple. Just a few stages. Even a novice sewer would be able to put these together. All you need to do is refer back to this video or just get some advice off somebody who is familiar with stitching, and then you can end up with something like one of these lovely masks. And just look at the quality. Because this is a Bigz die, as I say, you can pick anything at home that you're not using anymore. You know, anything that's made of fabric. If you see a nice fabric that you like, you can use the Bigz die, layer it all up, cut all of the pieces in one go, and then they're ready to just stitch up. So I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I'd really love to see pictures of the masks that you make in the comments. Remember that some of the money that's going to these dies is also going to charities around the UK, the US and Europe. So what a fantastic thing to put your money towards. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.